Greetings and welcome to the basics of Cosmoteer, covering just enough to get you highly active and engaged in the world of Cosmoteer without reading and hopefully not dying in space. First thing is to pick a ship. There are three choices. The Model C is cannons. Cannons are good for piercing armour, are armoured themselves and occasionally causing fires on internal rooms. They are much closer range than the other starting weapons, are inaccurate and require an ammo storage near them to be able to fire. From the Model C we have the Model L. The Model L is lasers. Lasers are very accurate, have a longer range than cannons, but they can only hit one block at a time and require renewable energy from the reactor to be able to fire. The Model S adds shields. Again, it has the accurate lasers, but it also has a shield generator, which projects a 90-degree arc that cannot be penetrated by weapon fire until it goes down. This brings us to energy. Every single room that requires energy is visible if it is active and how much energy it has at a glance. Besides the big red lightning symbol that appears when they are low on power, the green glowing squares or circles are the actual energy in the room. For example, the shield has 6 and the laser guns have 4. Energy is taken by crew from the reactors to where it is needed. Speaking of needed, the most needed parts of your ship, which are highly visible, are the reactor and the cockpit. If all the cockpits die on any ship, that ship is classed as junk or debris. For you, if you cannot rebuild it and that was your last ship, that is game over. For the enemy, if they have an airlock, that is one of 2 ways currently to get more ships, as you can board through an airlock and build your own cockpit. To do this, click the menu next to your ship name, transfer crew, target ship, and then send a single person over. The other important building is obviously the reactor. Without it you can't power energy weapons, all your engines, and eventually your cockpit, which will power down and render your ship offline and blind. The reactor also explodes, damaging things nearby and can set your ship on fire. This is the fire extinguisher. If you need more, you can find them in build, defences, fire extinguisher. Fires are very bad and can kill ships faster than weapon fire does. Another thing we will quickly cover is build placement. This will go into more depth at a later guide. Pressing the build menu will bring up all the blocks and rooms you can build. In career mode, some are grayed off until you can buy the blueprints to unlock them. Build mode is important. If you mouse over any building that requires crew, it should draw a line. This will be to the nearest crew room and the nearest reactor or ammo storage for energy or solid state weapons. You always want green or at worst yellow. A red line is a long walk and can cause major issues in combat. Please be warned, building ships and painting them will steal your life and make hours of time mysteriously disappear. With that out the way, the actual campaign view needs to be explained. The top right is your money and your reputation. Reputation grows through killing ships and taking missions of an equal or higher tier. It is capped for each tier. Tier 1 is 40 reputation. After you hit that, Tier 1 missions and ships give resources and credits, but not reputation. Reputation is needed to hire more crew. You can, however, change this in the options if you are struggling. The big thing next to you is a station. Pressing this button allows you to hail nearby ships and stations. This allows you to take missions which show you their rank, hire crew if you have space and reputation available. Then you have trade, where you can sell salvage loot or buy much needed parts. And finally, the blueprints that unlock new rooms permanently for this run. Early stages, you should be hunting pirates to practice combat, finding asteroids to mine by hand for juicy resources, and slowly figuring out how to build your ship. If there are other questions and issues you have, stay tuned for more guides. Industry, combat, building, advanced and more. Good luck, cosmonaut.